Disclaimer: this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. We are not registered financial advisors. Hey everyone, welcome back. I got Troy Cates from NEOS. How are you, Troy?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited to talk to you. As soon as I saw the announcement, the first thing I thought of was you and Garrett. And hey, congratulations to you guys. It's an awesome thing. Well, hopefully it is. So, how did this come about? I'm just so curious that, I mean, because Goldman Sachs is like royalty in the American finance system, right? So
Mhm.
did you just get an email in your inbox one day and say, hey, we would like to buy you out? How does this whole thing happen?
No, there was no email saying here we'd like to buy you out, and here's how we'd like to do it. It was a little more casual. We had known some of the people over there, and they had reached out and just said, "Can we just catch up, industry stuff?" And it kind of just grew from there. And we had Garrett and I spent a lot of time thinking about it as it did get to that stage of do we want to do anything? What made sense. We were obviously growing very fast as just us as NEOS, but we've also hit a lot of roadblocks along the way. There's a lot of platforms where we're not available because we're not big enough or we haven't been around long enough and stuff like that. So we really spent the time with the Goldman team and saw that they basically have the same goals and the same view on the marketplace as us. Obviously, they have some products out there in the market that are doing great in this option income space, and they are looking to continue to build that. And some of that's going to be organically and inorganic by acquisitions like this one. So for us, it made a lot of sense because it was they had the same approach. It was like an investor first approach. What makes the most sense for the end shareholders? And we thought about that for a while. And then also after that, what makes sense for our team? We're over 30 people working here now in all different facets of the business, from trading, portfolio management, marketing, sales, and what made a lot of sense for our team. So as we had further conversations with them, we realized that it wasn't, that the investors would be in a good spot if we were to bring the funds over under the Goldman umbrella, and that also our individual team members would be in a great spot as well. And so everybody's excited. The plan is for everybody to join Goldman Sachs. But the nice part about that is it's still the same team. So you think about the next time we do one of these interviews, it's going to be the same background. We're sitting in the same spot in Connecticut. We're not going anywhere. Garrett and I are still staying. The team is still staying. So if you're an advisor out there and you have a specific salesperson that you talk to, you're still talking to that same person. Nothing changes from that perspective. The tickers stay the same. Right now, as far as I understand, the name NEOS will still be there. So, they just did a deal not that long ago, earlier this year, with Innovator. Their Innovator from Goldman Sachs. We believe it's going to be NEOS from Goldman Sachs. So thinking about that is really exciting for us. And it also, it puts some comfort there for the shareholders, knowing that this isn't a big wholesale change where suddenly there's somebody else you're interviewing, or there's a different salesperson that an advisor needs to reach out to, or the portfolios are being managed differently. So for us, it made a lot of sense. And really, their whole mantra on this is continue doing what we're doing. They just want to be here to support us. So obviously, like you said,
Okay.
they have a huge global presence, and they could help us grow more globally. And so that's really exciting for us.
Yeah, I mean, that's really cool. So congratulations. I mean, it's really awesome. So you answered probably a lot of the questions I was gonna ask. So Neos is staying Neos. It's not like you're gonna be swallowed up by Goldman. Like you said, you're still gonna have your own, still have your ticker symbols, your website, your own marketing, your Neos brand. You're just kind of like a branch of Goldman Sachs. So I'm assuming there's gonna be synergies there. So
Correct.
what would be the top? Well, first of all, let me just address what I've been seeing lately a lot in the news. It
Sure.
has the spin was it's because of the big Bitcoin cover call ETF that you guys have, or not because of that, but maybe one of the main reasons. We know BlackRock just launched Bit A cover call ETF. You guys have one, so was this Goldman Sachs's easier way instead of launching their own just to acquire you guys who also have other cover call ETFs, but also have that big Bitcoin cover call ETFs. Is that a major, was that a major part of it, or not really. It's just more of a
Not
general
really. I
view.
think it was more focused on the entire suite. They look at
Okay.
themselves the same as we do. We look at ourselves as a solutions provider. We have all these equity, high income, hedged equity. We have the alternatives with Bitcoin, Ethereum, real estate, and so forth. And I think they looked at the way we view the world the same, like be a solutions provider, meet the investor where they are when they're looking at income or sourcing income in their portfolio, try to have something available that might work for that end shareholder. So I think they looked at the entire suite. I don't think it was one or two ETFs, and said that that's what they want. It was the entire suite, and it was the team. It's the team that put this together and has been building this for the past number of years. So
That's amazing. That's great. So, $1 million question. Somebody holds SPY QQQI in their account. What's going to happen when this transaction goes through? Did it already happen, or is there a specific date when it's supposed to happen? Are they going to get letters in the mail? Should they be scared? Should they be worried? What's going to happen to existing NEOS ETF holders?
So existing holders is they could hold it for as long as they choose to or sell it or whatever they'd like to do. But the tickers are staying the same. Nothing's changing from that perspective. The deal did not go through. We signed the deal. We now have to go through a process where we proxy the shareholders to put that proxy in front of them, and they could read it, understand what it means. Obviously, the big one, the advisor, us NEOS, is changing to Goldman Sachs for these funds. So yes, they will get something in the mail or email or a text message, but they will be reached out to if you own shares of one of the 19 ETFs prior to the record date, which is not set yet. We haven't gotten to that point yet. But if you're owning shares, yes, you will. Someone will reach out to you and say, "Hey, we'd like you to vote this proxy," and the individual shareholder will have all the information and get to vote how they choose after they understand what's going on. But for us, again, we're staying here. We're continuing to manage the products. We just have this much larger organization behind us, supporting us, and in my view, enhancing us so we can get to that next evolution. How do we go from where we are today at 30 plus billion? How do we get to 100 billion plus? And that's what this great support and this acquisition with Goldman.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about what are the going to be the advantages to, a shareholder of SpyEye or your firm in general. What are going to be the synergies or the advantages of partnering up or being acquired by this royalty of American finance? I'm assuming there's some going to be some positive developments there.
Yeah, I think for us, initially it's going to be, as you can imagine, you run a small business, and yes, we have 30 people now, but you're running a business and a lot of people wear a lot of hats. So to be able to have more support in areas where we might want to bolster that support, that could be in marketing, that could be in IT infrastructure, that could be in compliance or sales, and have obviously a much larger sales team to help us grow our footprint and bring out the NEO story to more people. Because like I said earlier, there's a lot of advisors that don't have access to our products on their platforms. There's a lot of advisors we talk to who've never heard of NEOS, even though we've grown so much. So having that support and that global footprint, I think, is really going to help us elevate where NEOS is and continue to grow the products, along with bringing out, we have a couple of products in registration that we want to continue to move forward and bring out. We have a number more on the drawing board. They want us to keep doing what we've been doing for the past 4 years, keep growing the business, keep bringing out innovative products, because they, like I said, they have the same view of this landscape as we do, that it's growing, it's important to clients, and if we can meet those investors where they are, that's a great place to be.
Awesome. That's great. So your website's going to stay still your website. The tickers are still going to be your tickers. Your cover call strategies are not changing or anything like that.
Correct.
So I think nothing really much changes for the investors that currently hold any NEOS ETFs, right? So um, you guys, when I look at the covered call US landscape, which I know the Canadian one by heart, the US one is expanding rapidly, a lot of players in the space. But I
Mhm.
typically always refer to Goldman Sachs and NEOS as the top ones. Goldman Sachs as what I believe are the classic S&P, classic Nasdaq 100 with GPICs and GPIC. You guys have SPY-I, QQQI, where they're still S&P 500, Nasdaq 100. Assets are the same. Cover call strategy is a bit different. There's higher yield, which means you're probably giving up a little bit more upside but you guys have leverage version. So how does the whole dynamic work? Because I believe SPY-I and GPIX with an X are in competition and QQQI is in competition with GPIC. So how is that whole dynamic going to work out? Are you guys, is it like a friendly competition? Is there maybe going to be like a merge of the two ETFs, or you're just keeping it separate and people are going to be able to choose their own cover strategy?
I think it's the latter. Keep them
Okay.
separate. There's no merge between them. I think what it does is it brings all these ETFs under one umbrella, and it just gives the end user more options, pun intended, to pick from. So if
Yeah.
they really like maybe a GPIX because maybe there's a little bit more tilt of a total return, a smaller distribution than say an SPYI,
Yeah.
that's where they'll go. But in the same fund family, if they want a little bit more of a distribution for whatever reason, maybe SPY makes a little bit more sense. So I think they could live together and just be another option for an investor to choose from within the same fund family. So I think it makes a lot of sense to have all these products across the board and just continue to offer these solutions and give the end investor the choice. Where do you want to go? Do you want a levered version in our
Yeah.
boosted series? Then you go to the boosted. Do you want a hedged version? You go to the hedged. Do you want more of the core product? And what are you looking from that core product? And that's where GPIX or SPY-I, maybe that's a decision they need to make. So for us, I think it's really exciting to be part of the same group under the same umbrella and have all these different products in the same suite.
Awesome. Well, now I have a contact to maybe reach Goldman Sachs because it's harder to get to them than the president. And maybe I could do finally interviews a portfolio manager that handled the GPIC and NG, those two classic ones. So, Troy, thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate it. You answered everything. I don't have any further questions. Unless you have anything more to add, I will just say congrats to you and Garrett again. I think it's a great thing. And it's just a win for all the income investors out there in the US landscape because now, like you said, we have more and more options. It's just amazing. So thank you so much. Anything to
Appreciate it.
add?
Nothing to add. Just thank you for having me on, and we'll continue to come on and fill people in as we have updates. And we obviously have our podcast on our website where we will put out updates when necessary on different things coming up with this or any of the proxy or anything like that.
Yeah, you guys do have a great website. I encourage people to go visit it. You have a section where you have education and podcasts, and you did a podcast about the Goldman Sachs acquisition. But you have other really cool stuff as well, like explaining rock. So I highly encourage everyone to go on NEOS's website, and Troy will always keep track of the NEOS products and hope to have you on soon. So take care, my friend. Have a good one.
Thank you.
A couple of reminders before you leave. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. If you like and enjoy the content, did you know we have a YouTube Inner Circle membership program? Hit the little join button where the subscribe normally is, and you'll get this window with the information. But essentially, you get access to all kinds of exclusive content and perks, including a monthly unveil of my parents' and grandparents' portfolios, early access to my portfolio unveils, answers to your questions during AMA, members only, ask me anythings, the ability to submit questions to fund managers, etc., etc., etc. So hit the join button to find out what it's all about. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget that I get questions all the time, emails and texts, all kinds of personal questions. This is why I created the one-on-one coaching session. So you could book me for an hour where you could ask me whatever you want. Just go on our website, passiveincomeinvesting.ca, to find out the information here. If you click on this link here for a quick guide, you'll find out what it's all about and also how to get $75 off as a PII Inner Circle Plus member, the second level membership. Don't forget to follow us on Blossom, download Blossom, follow my portfolio live. It's an social investing app. You can follow our portfolio live. And also, if you go to the tools and resources tab right here on my website, you could download my portfolio Excel file for free, and we have a bunch of discount links and discount codes for some portfolio tracking tools, total return screeners, and also Canadian brokers as well. So if you're interested, and there's also a bunch of other free useful links as well. So again, all this is on our website, Last but not least, we have two digital products that both come with free lifetime updates. You have the Ultimate DIY Investing Package and you have the Ultimate Covered Call ETF Guide. If you're interested in them, I highly recommend you click on View Details and watch this video, which will describe both packages so you can see exactly what you're purchasing before you purchase it. And thanks so much for watching, everyone. Take care.